Welcome back. In this video lecture, I will discuss about the question related to constraint, and constraint is play very important role into the data area. By using the constraint, we can ensure the accuracy, data integrity, reliability of data in the database. So, how we can create the constraint, how we can implement the constraint. So when we attend the any type of the interview, you will get the question related to uh, primary key, foreign key, a unique key, not null, check, default, constraint. So how we can create the primary key? What is the advantage of the primary key? What is the advantage of the foreign key? What is the core difference between primary key and the unique key? Why we use the check constraint? What is the advantage of the using default constraint? And where we can use all this constraint into the real time and real world. Uh, so we'll start in the detail explaining all this constraint type. So if you get any type of the question, you can easily answer, and even if you work into the real time environment as well, you can also implement the all the constraint at the database level. So to start this implementation of the constraint, so constraint are basically used to create on the table label. Table on the column label. Okay, so when we create the constraint is applied on table on the column label. So I'm just going to create one dummy customer table. Create the syntax is create table and table name, and this is the normal syntax when we work with the creating the table. And when we view the customer id, this is the column I'm in creating, and data type, and after that you need to be use the primary key. So this primary key constraint will be created. So what is the primary key? Primary key constraint is basically used to uniquely identifier, and the primary key column cannot be a null. You cannot insert the null value into the primary key column. And also primary key column, only one column we can create, only one primary key we can create. You can include multiple column in one primary key, that is called the composite primary key, that we'll discuss in the next video in the detail what is the composite primary key. But here customer id is basically have the primary key and cannot insert the duplicate value. The name is basically is not null constraint, like you cannot allow to insert the null value. If you try to insert the null value, they not allowed to insert the null value. And email is the basically the unique constraint. So I already had mentioned, like primary key you can create only one, but unique key you can create the multiple unique key. Even if you have any table customer, like email, if you have any mobile number, if you have any ssn number, multiple column we can include the unique key column, but primary key only one primary key we can create on the table level. uh, Next is the age. Age is basically I'm using the check constraint. So check constraint are basically used to some data validation is required. Okay, so when you work with the data validation, in the term of the some type of the data is needed to validate before the enter, like salary cannot be less than 10,000, or when anyone work in the organization, employee cannot be age less than 18 years. So when we try to basically enter the 17 year or 15 years, it will throw an error, they will not allow to insert the check constraint. Okay, so created date is basically we have used the default. So when the created date is not inserted by the application, it got the current date and time. So when you create this table, all this constraint is applied on this table on the different column. Same, I have another example of the account table where account ID have primary key, customer ID, and ID is the identity. So basically, customer account table are the dependent of the customer table. Okay, so basically one customer have one account, and uh, account one account in account table have one customer for the every account. Okay, so this is the one to one relationship we can call. And when we create the relationship, the foreign key are come into the picture. So foreign key is basically used to build the relation between two tables. So whatever the customer is available in this customer table, that account need to be open, and this is the customer ID, the foreign key relationship. So let me create this account table as well. And once you create the account table, let me insert some dummy record on this customer and account table. Okay, you can also download all this script and you can run in our database. So we have customer ID 101 and 102, and account number is 201 202 for this two customer is there. Okay, so I'm just validating first of the like not null constraint, or if you first violation of the primary key, let me check. Okay, so if you have any ID like whatever the primary key column is already created, and if you try to insert any of the value like I'm just checking for the primary key. So let's check with the some customer like 101. I'm just 101 is already there, so I'm just passing the again 101 for this table, customer table, and I will change only the name. Okay, so in place of the Alice, I'm passing the uh, Ronaldo. Okay, and basically same example.com I'm just passing, and age is basically 35 year. So when we try to create insert this value on the primary key with the same value, you will get an error. Okay, so this is not related to this syntax. This is a syntax error. So you can see it's saying that violation of the primary key constraint. PK customer cannot insert the duplicate key in the object DBO customer. The duplicate key is 101. So they not allowed to insert the any duplicate record. Even if you try to insert the null value. Okay, so like I'm not passing the customer ID. So when you not pass the customer ID, it try to insert the null value into the customer ID, because we don't have any identity column here. So you can also get the same insert the null into the column. This is the my database name. Column does not allow null, insert fail. Okay, so same like primary key, you cannot insert the any null value, you cannot insert the duplicate value, and this is the unique for the entire table level. The primary key is basically huge. Now we can validate the violation of the null, not null. So we already have mentioned the name is the not null column. So if you try to insert the null value, you will get like cannot insert the null into the column name. This is the table. Pandey Guruji is my database name, and DBO is schema name, and the customer is the table name. Does not allow the null value, insert fail. Same we need to be used for the customer, like we already have in the customer table this email ID. So email ID is always the uniqueness. Okay, but when we work with the unique constraint, one null value they can allow to insert. Okay, so unique constraint you can allow to insert single null value. Okay, if you try to insert the null value here, they will allow to insert the null value 104. Okay, So one null value will be inserted. If you can see the customer table, one value is got inserted. Select star from customer table 104. Now I'm inserting with this different record with the different all this thing I'm just changing there the 104 to 105 and I'm passing here the Ron and the this is the null value and is 32 years old. So since we already have this null value got inserted into this a unique column, so we cannot insert the multiple null value into this unique key column. So this is the violation of the unique key constraint. A customer cannot insert the duplicate key object. Okay, so we can also validate for the check constraint. So check constraint is basically used to age is greater than equal to 16. So when you try to insert the 16 because 18 r is there, so we can see this is the insert statement conflict with the check constraint. CK customer age. So this is the name is basically coming from the what is the check constraint will be there. Uh, so you can also find what exactly name for the every constraint it got created. So if you change here the 16 to 20, this will allow to insert the value. Okay, so let me keep into the different line. So when we change to 20, so there is no error message will be there. So it will be work. So when you run this part of the code, it will not throw any error and data got inserted. The reason is I already given the 20. So this is the example of the check constraint. Now coming to the foreign key. We have the account ID, customer ID. So customer ID I'm passing 999, which is not available into the customer table. So this prevent we the data integrity. So this will not allow to you insert the value. Okay, so you can see insert statement conflict with the foreign key constraint. So you cannot insert the null value. Okay, the value which is not available into the customer table. So here we have table select start from customer. So so basically customer is my parent table and uh, account is my child table. Okay, so if you see both the table parent table and child table, customer is the parent table and account is the child table. So how you can figure out this customer is the parent table? You can just simply go here and press sp underscore help and you will get the detail of the entire table. Okay, so which this table is basically what is the constraint got created, and you will also get all the constraint name if you want to drop any constraint anytime, or if you want to see what is the constraint name like for you can see pk, this is the my primary key constraint name, this is the unique key constraint name, this is my child check constraint name, this is my default constraint name. So you all constraint detail you can find here. If you want to drop any constraint you can just uh, take copy the suppose if I don't want to like uh, check constraint I want to drop it. Okay, so just you can put the alter table table name drop. So here you need to be write the correct constraint spelling. Okay. So drop constraint, and you can just write type the basically constraint name. Okay. So this constraint are drop. Now if you can see, this will not throw an error. Okay. It will be allowed to you insert. So you need to be change this value. Okay. Basically 106 106 David 1 David 1, and you can run it. Okay. So you can see this data is allowed to insert because we already have removed the constraint. So by using this one, you can also go here, you can find in the below what is the reference to this foreign key. So when you talk about this column, you can see this reference by foreign key. This means this table have the child table. So what is the child table? You can see the account is my child table. But when you do the HP help text on account table, you will get the different information, like which this table is the child table of which parent table. So you can see here, here you can see reference, under reference foreign key got created. So this is the customer is my parent table. Okay. So like this, you can easily figure out anything, like if you want to delete any record from the uh, uh, parent table. Okay. So like I want to, this customer is associated with the child table, so I want to remove this customer ID 101. So what syntax we need to be do, delete customer name, dim customer, where customer ID is equal to 101. So when you try to remove the record from the parent table, because this already have associated with the child table, they will not allow to. You can see delete a statement conflict with the reference constraint. So what we can do in this scenario, you need to be first drop from the child table, then you can they will allow to drop from the parent table. So child table 101 record is basically account table is there. So you can just delete account, where account ID is equal to account ID is equal to 201. So once you remove this from the child table, then you can remove the data from the parent table. So this is the process. You need to be removed from the child table, and then you need to remove the parent table. Now, so this all about this complete the constraint overview, how we can create, how we can apply. In the next lecture, I will discuss more question related to what type of the possible question they can ask you into the interview. So keep learning, keep going. Thank you.